Okay, so tonight we're going to discuss stating our why. And inside the success guide, the little pamphlet that unfolds with your 10 steps, this is going to be the number 3 step. Okay, so on this number 3 step, you guys are pretty familiar with it. We've already talked about being a product of the product, which was number 1. We talked about setting your business goals, connecting with your sponsor and your upline. You guys all know the chain of command and how to go up. We've talked about the Frank's list and how to get started on that. So tonight we're going to talk about stating your why. So we've touched a little bit on stating your why before, and we all have a reason that we started Plexus. So now we're going to pump it up to the next level. Okay, so you're ready to rock your Plexus business. This is where you get started on stating your why. Just realized I forgot something. I can't figure out how to get y'all back. Okay, hang tight. Okay, hi, I do exist. Okay, so on stating your why, it's very important that you go through these steps and figure out why you're doing Plexus, okay? Every business is going to have a why, whether it's this business or any other business venture that you guys decide to start up, you're gonna have a why you are starting that business. And when you tell other people about it, you're gonna be excited, you're gonna be willing and able to share that why with them because you want them to know, hey, I started this because, and that's what people are going to listen to is that because part. So in your book, we're going to be on page 8 of chapter 2. And that's where starting your why is going to come from. So if you guys miss any of this, you don't have your pen and paper handy, you guys can go back and read the questions. It's all going to be in here. Okay, so stop and think about if money was no object. What would you drive? Where would you live? What school would your kids attend? What would you do for your parents? What would you do for your college-age kids? Stop and think about it. If time were no object, what would you spend your time doing? I can think of a lot. So stop and think about if money and time were no object, where would you be? And I want you guys to write that down right now. If money were no object and time were no object, where would you be? And just throw some ideas on your blank sheet of paper because we're starting fresh today. So with Plexus, you know that time and money are no object. You've got the freedom to choose when you work your business. You've got the freedom to choose how you work your business. But you also have that freedom that you've chosen for yourself to give yourself the opportunity to have that time freedom and that financial freedom. And those are the two things that we're going to end up leading up into. So before you get started with your Plexus business, it's critical that you state your why, your drive. What put you in this business? Because we all have our own special reason. I can't tell you your reason. I can only tell you mine. So why have you joined Plexus? Take a moment and write that down. Why did you join Plexus? Just 2 or 3 little ideas. When you first came across your upline's post, what did it say that made you go, I really need to do this? I have to be a part of Plexus because. Write that down. So while you guys are writing that down about why you joined Plexus, remember this is your business. As we continue tonight, I want you guys to be specific, dig deep, think hard about your answers. And that's why I said start with a fresh sheet of paper because you're going to need lots of room. Space out each topic, come back to it after we finish the call tonight, and keep adding to it. I've continued to add to my why since day 1, and I've been in this business over 365 days now. So you're going to continue to do the same. So I want you guys to leave plenty of space as we go through this. So a few thought starters. Why are you a Plexus ambassador? Number 1. Why do you want to build this business? this business over any other business. Why do you want to build this business? What would a successful business look like for you? How would a successful business impact your family? What do you want this opportunity to provide? How can Plexus help you grow personally and professionally? And what are you most excited about in your Plexus life? So I went back and I pulled out my old notebook and I gave you guys a little bit of my insight. I went back to my why sheet, and it was, actually it's not even a year old yet. And I went back and I started answering these. Why do you want to build this business? My answer at that time was make extra money and to have more time with my family. From somebody who was living paycheck to paycheck, a couple days shy of the next paycheck, and getting home at 10 o'clock at night and rushing back off to work 7 days a week, nonstop, 3 jobs, there was no time. Mom would call and say, hey, let's go to dinner. I'm sorry, Mom, I can't. I don't have time. Stephen would say, let's go see a movie. I'm sorry, I don't have time. Friends would want to go out and do dinner or go to the movies or go to the racetrack. I'm sorry, I don't have time. Time was huge. That's one thing that I wanted to gain back, was time with my family. The number one thing I wanted. Spend time with my dad. He's not going to be here much longer. Spend time with my mom. She's not going to be here much longer. Nobody knows that answer of when they're going to be here, but I want that time with them. So write that down. What would you want in your business? What is going to build it for you? What are you looking for? Why do you want this business to work? Write your answers down. The next topic is, what would a successful business look like for you? Well, for me, I said, shoot, if I can just make a paycheck. And at that time, I didn't put a price value on it because I honestly thought I will never, ever make a paycheck through a network marketing company. Little did I know. I wanted to get 10 customers. I figured if I had 10 customers, I'd get some free product. And I figured if 3 crazy people decided to join my team and trust in what I had to say, that I might can make $1 or $2. And I needed to make a little bit of extra money. So take some time and write that down. What would a successful business look like for you? How would a successful business impact your family? One thing that I gave up when I started working 3 jobs to pay all those bills that I had was all my little mini vacations. I used to love to go visit my sister in Arkansas. I used to love to go visit my uncles across the states. And I used to love to go to Hot Springs all the time in Dallas because they're short, mini, quick vacations. I'd go see my best friend in New Orleans. We'd go spend a weekend just on the French Quarter. Fun things. I had to give all that up. So for me, a successful business is mini vacations. Paying my bills on time. I can't tell you how many times, you get out the notebook and you're looking at it and you're going, got lots of bills to pay. They were all due on the 1st and the 3rd, and we're at the 8th. I'm 8 days late. So paying those bills on time meant a lot to me. And then free time just to hang out, free time to myself. I had no clue what free time to myself was even like. I didn't know what it was like to go sit in front of the TV and even turn it on. I can't tell you guys, I didn't own a TV for years because I just didn't have time. And then once I got one, I forgot to plug it in because I didn't have time to watch it. So I just thought, yay, TV, let's just sit it here and let's not even plug it in. So free time to me was huge. What are you most excited about in your life? Some of the things that I was so excited about, and I said, you know what, if I can just build my life, at the top, I want to put God first. And then I want to put spending time with my family and friends, and then my racing. I love racing. I love the people that are out there, but that's the order I needed to do things in. I knew this, but how was I going to make it all work? And that's the key. So what are you most excited about in your life right now? And you guys write that down. What do you want this opportunity to provide for you? So now this made me put a dollar value on it. What did I want from this Plexus business? Well, an extra $100. I think if I had an extra $100 a month, I could pay my electric bill. If I had an extra $100 a month, I could actually do a full tank of gas. If I had an extra $100 a month, I could buy groceries. If I had an extra $100 a month, I could take my mom to eat. If I had an extra $100 a month, that's all I kept thinking, y'all. If I had an extra $100, and for some reason that money value just stuck out to me. What else did I want from this opportunity? I wanted a team of compassionate friends. You know, you grow up, you mingle with different people, and those friendships that you had, those tight-knit, close friendships, they start to dissipate for many different reasons. I wanted that team of compassionate friends, people that had the same passion that I had. I wanted a better health for myself. I wanted the ability to pay off my debt. I knew it was there. It was this huge cloud that just hung over me every month. I knew it was there. And I wanted to work less jobs. 3 jobs is a bit much for anybody to handle. I just wanted to work less. I didn't care where it came from. I just wanted to work less. So take some time and you guys write that down. What do you want this opportunity to provide for you? And then lastly, we're going to think about how Plexus can help you grow personally and professionally. Now, I'm a really shy person, and you guys may not believe that, and I'm very soft-spoken, and y'all may not believe that either, but you guys didn't know me before Plexus. So I had no confidence. You know, I would go out to the racetrack and I'd race my car and I'd load it on the trailer. I want to go home. I'm not as good as they are. I can't compete with them. I don't have the money they have. I can't do it. I'm a girl. I'm not doing this. Let's go. That is seriously how it went every Saturday night. Every Saturday. And yet we still loaded up and went out there. But my confidence sucked. My confidence at work sucked. I would walk in there. I'm late again. Sorry. First appointment's in there. Okay, where are we at? And then you literally start putting the pieces together, trying to catch up on your day. People would tell me, your hair is so pretty. Okay, thank you. No confidence at all. I didn't have very much outside of my comfort zone that happened because everything was inside my comfort zone. I wasn't comfortable with it. Anxiety through the roof. Panic through the roof. 100% on the Richter scale, y'all, through the roof. Couldn't do it. I couldn't get out of my comfort zone. Even if I wanted to and thought really hard about it, it wasn't going to happen. We'd have charity events, and I love charity races. I love them. And I'd have to have somebody go with me to the charity event because I couldn't go by myself. That was outside of my comfort zone. Although I loved it, I couldn't go and participate in that parade. I couldn't let a stranger's kid ride in my car because I didn't know that stranger. So I had a few close friends that would have to go with me, and they knew they were my backup and they were my comfort zone, and they would go. And then I wanted my leadership skills to advance. You know, you can't always be a follower. You have to be a leader at times too. And so I want you guys to take a moment and figure that out as well. How can Plexus help you grow personally and professionally? Now, we've talked a little bit about all of mine. This was about a year ago that I wrote all these down. And I can tell you guys now how much I have grown just from looking at this. So we're going to go back, okay? What would you do to build your business? Stop and think about if you could build your business. The 8 ball doesn't give you the answer. The answers are all in front of you, and you know they are. Why do you want your business to succeed? Why do you want to build this business? Now looking at it, I can say, I want to make extra money. I want time with my family. And I know that that's financial freedom and time freedom. I didn't know that a year ago. I had no clue. I didn't know what those 2 words meant. Freedom Time? What is that? I have no clue. So think about, why do you want to build this business? Okay, so you guys can write that down and go back to it later. What would a successful business look like for you? Well, now it's not just a Plexus paycheck. I know I better be making $300 on that Plexus paycheck, because that $300 is my low. I've got some higher standards, but on my low, it has to be a minimum of $300. That minimum of $300 covers 2 truck notes. I'm sorry, 2 insurance notes. I need that. If I can cover both of those, that's 2 less bills for me to worry about, right? 2 less bills. Whenever it's over that $300 mark and I get to cover other bills, I'm ecstatic. I'm beyond myself. I don't know how to act. I don't know how to handle myself. But if I can put that Plexus paycheck at $300, I'm good. Now I know I need at least 10 preferred customers, because those business building bonuses from those ambassadors, as well as those preferred customer bonuses, make that paycheck. So now I understand that a little bit better. So I know I need at least 10 preferred customers and 3 ambassadors. What was I thinking? Just 3? Well, I got silver. That's fantastic. Now I have a team of 13 people, 13 amazing women that want to do exactly what I'm doing here today. So how would a successful business impact your family? Well, let me tell you how it impacted mine. All those mini vacations I thought I gave up, I just put them on hold. I didn't give them up. We are now able to go and take those little mini vacations. On that 1 or 2 days off that I may now actually have, 1 or 2 days off a week, y'all, that's amazing. From somebody that worked 7 days a week, 2 to 3 jobs a day, and now I'm actually getting home at 6, 7 o'clock at night, not walking in at midnight. That's amazing. Yeah, let's go somewhere. Please, can we go somewhere? That's an awesome feeling, and I want you guys to feel that too. Bills being paid on time. Now I can look over here and go, today's the 8th. I've already paid my bills through the 15th. Through the 15th. I don't have to worry about them being late or on time. They're early. That's really exciting. My bills are getting paid early. I love that. And then free time to hang out. Here I am, 8 o'clock on a Monday night, and I have free time to hang out with you guys. I wouldn't want to spend it with anybody else right now, with you guys. That is where I want to be. And I hope that's where you guys want to be too. So, what are you most excited about in your Plexus life? I have to tell you guys a story. You know, growing up, you're in and out of church all the time. You graduate high school, now it's your choice. Do you want to go? Do you not want to go? You're in college, you get to do what you want to. You grow up to be a young adult, still your choice. Nobody's going to make you go, right? That's your personal decision now. For years, I fought with it. I really want to go to church. If I could just be off on a Sunday morning, I could go to church. I could go to church. I don't know which church, but I could go if I could just be off on a Sunday morning. The first Sunday morning I was off, I was so tired, I slept till 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And then I had to be at work at 4. So I thought, okay, let's regroup. Let's think this through. Dad wants me to come to church with him next week. Next week he wants me there at 8 o'clock. I'm doing this. Too tired, overslept, couldn't do it. So let me tell you something that happened. I would wake up when I started working my Plexus business on these Sunday mornings that I had off now, and at that time it was only every other Sunday morning. So I would wake up, okay, I'm going to rock my Plexus business today. It's Sunday, let's start this week fresh. Let's do it. I'd get out my pen, I'd get out my paper, and I'd start writing. I'm going to call Jenny, I'm going to call Angie, I'm going to call Jennifer, I'm going to call all these people that are on my list and tell them about Plexus today. I'd call, voicemail. I'd call, no answer. I'd have a question. I would text my upline, no answer. I had 2 ambassadors that signed up under me, 2 really good friends. One of them, I was like, why isn't she writing me back? What is she doing? It is 10 o'clock on a Sunday morning. Where is she? What is she doing? I would get texts back, 12:05, 12:15, 12:30. Hey, sorry, I was in church. I was in church. We had a great service today. I was in church. Sorry, here's your answer to your question. All those return phone calls came in, and I went, all my Plexus friends are in church. They're where I want to be. How do I fix that? It got me back into church. That's where I wanted to be. With my stock car racing now, I told you guys, all these charity events and charity races, and sometimes we go through the stands and collect money for drivers or fans that have had an unfortunate event. I have a friend whose house caught fire. They lost everything with 3 small children. And we went through the stands and we collected money for them, and I did that by myself. That was huge. That was life-changing for me to walk through those stands by myself, because I didn't have to worry about my anxiety kicking in because I had my Plexus products. That was a huge impact for me. Spending time with family. Last night, Mom and I went to dinner, very impromptu. She calls, hey, what are you doing? I'm sure you're working. No, I'm sitting at home. Immediately, we have got to go to dinner. Drop of a hat, up, left, went to dinner with my mom. I got to spend time with my family. And I get to go to events with my friends, y'all. I went to the Toby Mac concert with one of my friends, Beverly. I never thought that would happen. Ever. Ever, ever. I love Toby Mac. I love Beverly. Love concerts. Never thought I'd get there. And we went. And she's not even one of my comfort security blanket friends. So that was big. I got to go to events with my friends. So when y'all start thinking about why you're doing Plexus, remember all those little details, because those little details may not be as little as you thought they were. When I look back at all this and think about everything that I've accomplished now, and I realize, wow, those little things that were so important in my life are so big now. They're still exactly, that category is exactly the same, but it has expanded to what I'm able to do. So what do you want this opportunity to provide? Well, at that time, I said an extra $100 a month, and you guys know that's not going to cut it for me anymore, because now I realize I can make more than $100 a month. I wanted a team of compassionate friends. There you guys are. I wanted better health for myself. My lab results have proved that. I wanted the ability to pay off debt. And for somebody that filed bankruptcy 20 months ago, and I got the email this morning and it said, congratulations on your 20th month of bankruptcy. Who does that? Okay. But to know that I've paid in extra payments and I'm almost a year ahead of my payment plan, I think that's paying off my debt pretty daggum quick, and I'll take that. And working less jobs to not be able to come home at midnight, to be able to walk through the door 5:30, 6 o'clock and go, I worked one job today. One job. I worked one job today, and I got to come home. I'll take it. That's a lot better than where I was a year ago. So how can Plexus help you grow personally and professionally? Well, I would say doing this right here, I'm a little bit out of my comfort zone. This still makes me nervous, and it still pushes me to my limits, but I'm willing to do it to help you guys out. I'm willing to do it to help myself out, because without personal growth, we don't get anywhere, and we already know that. But we've got to have that confidence to stand behind as well. So now when somebody says, I really like your hair, I go, thank you so much. I didn't have that before Plexus at all. Someone would compliment me, and it was like, oh, okay, sure. And now I'm able to say thank you and provide a compliment back. And I wanted my leadership skills to advance because I wanted to own my own company. I wanted to be my own boss. I wanted to make my own working hours, set my own schedule, all those things that bosses dream of. I wanted that. And now I'm able to say that I have leadership skills that I didn't have a year ago. Through Plexus training, we have amazing diamond uplines, and our number one diamond upline, Sarah, y'all, she's phenomenal. All you've got to do is watch her videos and put it into action. You'll be sitting right beside her. So now we're going to move forward. We're going to put it all together. State your why. Create your story. Your story is personal. It's unique. It's just your story. Mine ended up being front and back 2 pages. Yours doesn't have to be. It can be very small. It can be a paragraph or two. But I want you guys to put some thought into it. Why did you become a Plexus ambassador? There are many reasons. With my direct team, we've talked before. Some of you want to retire your husband. Some of you want to quit your day job, be a stay-at-home mom. Some of you want to have your own business. Some of you want to pay your bills on time. Some of you have health problems that you want to put an end to those. We all have our own reason. What is your reason that you became a Plexus ambassador? Write that down. Guys, when you joined Plexus, there's a reason that you joined it. There's a reason you said, I want to sign up underneath whoever you signed up under. But you didn't know that you were going to get all this. We have a phenomenal team. We have an amazing upline. And we're able to all sit down together and have a pretty cool chat with one another. And we can be pretty real with each other. And that's the part that I like. Because for me to be able to be real with you guys, I don't think I could go sit in the other room and be real with my two best friends sitting in there. I don't think I could do it. Because I don't want them to know why I joined Plexus. Well, that was a year ago. Now I'm ecstatic to tell them why I joined Plexus. So I want you guys to write that down. Why did you become a Plexus ambassador? And you can make a list. I'm a list maker, so I made a lot of lists. So now it's time to share. Why did you become a Plexus ambassador? And if you're up for it, I have a challenge. And I know a lot of people get nervous on challenges. But I was challenged this a little less than a year ago. And in fact, it was in November whenever I was challenged this challenge. And it pushed me and it helped me advance and it helped me grow as a Plexus ambassador. And I want you guys to do the same. So this is only for the serious folks. I'm going to be pretty honest. It's going to put you way out of your comfort zone. But if you're serious about your business and you go back and look at those reasons why you want to be a Plexus ambassador, why are you doing this for you? Why are you doing it for your family? Once you revisit those, you're going to realize how serious you are. So before I move to the challenge, I want you guys to take this list. When you finish adding to it, I want you to put it above your desk. Put it on your wall so that you can look back at it and say, I want to make $100. Now I want to make 3. I want to cover that truck insurance for 2 vehicles every month without fail. Every month. I want to cover it. I want those mini vacations back. Dallas, Hot Springs, New Orleans, Baton Rouge. I want that back. I want you guys to post it. Put it where you can see it. Wherever your workstation is, your comfort area, the place that you visit every single day, to put in your 10, 15, 20, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours of your business time for your personal business. I want you guys to look at it every day. So here's your challenge. You're going to post a video of your why. I'm going to give you guys till the 15th of August. Kind of scary. You're going to post it to your personal Facebook page. Now, let me tell you why I don't want it on the team pages. It's a great place to start. Great place. But we're all Plexus ambassadors. You're not going to grow your business through us. You're not going to grow your paycheck through us. You're not going to grow anything financially or for your family through us. So you're going to post it to your personal page. You're posting to your personal page because that's where your audience is. So if you use Twitter or Instagram, you may want to do a YouTube video or a video download and then post it. You can also do the video download or Facebook Live to post it to your Facebook page. There are ways to do it. If you guys need help, please contact your upline so that we can help you guys. I know this is the scary part, and whenever I was faced with this challenge, I honestly thought, how am I going to quit Plexus? How am I going to get out of this? How am I not going to complete this challenge? And then I was hit with something that made me realize another reason why I did Plexus. And I posted my video. And it was very spontaneous, but it literally came to me at the best time it could have ever came, because the deadline for our video post was coming up. I was sitting in my truck crying. We had literally just buried Stephen's dad, and we were leaving the funeral. And it hit me why I did Plexus. I had never in my life written a $1,600 check to somebody and been okay with it, ever. And to be able to do that for a family that could not afford it literally had me in tears. So I want you guys, don't freak out about it. Pray about it. It's okay. You can do it. So we're going to post a video of our why. You guys have got till August the 15th. Should be a week from now. And the reason I did such a short time frame is because we need to be pushed. We need to get out of our comfort zones a little bit. So I'm going to open it back up, the chat here for all of us, and see if anybody has any questions before we head out. I know this kind of got kind of scary here, but is anybody